Hello, hello. Okay. I'm back from pretty long, well, pretty long, not that long, but it's been, I think, 3, 4 weeks? I don't know. I think it was at least 3 weeks because I was on holiday for 2 weeks, and then last week I didn't stream because I was too tired. So yeah, I'm back, and I don't really remember where I left off. So all right, we were at the woman who carves dice as her job. I think if I remember correctly, I had to stop my stream prematurely, and I was in the middle of a conversation with this woman.
It's you again. Are you looking for a die?
So I'm just gonna go over the conversation I had with her again. So yeah. I don't remember.
We're
Maybe this one?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Okay. But what if the furnace is going back going back to being used? What then? She'll be hot all the time.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Great.
Here.
So that was one thing I was talking to her about, and then
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
what daily ruckus?
There's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
Huh, okay.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
Yes, thank you, drama.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look at the window?
I might have,
Out of the window?
but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Okay, I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
I think I covered everything I did from the last time. So let's go over other stuff.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Nice.
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Yeah.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
I know, right?
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay, I'd like to order a dye from you. I don't think I would need a dye. Do you know what happened to the other tenants?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind. Rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
There used to be a hair salon. Okay, let's go, yeah. Let's go from the top.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Huh.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
What's wrong with experimentation? I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. Oh, okay, so this is basically... to be honest, I don't really care. I just keep my own hairstyle all the time. So I guess the third one?
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
Yeah, true. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs. Yeah. And who's Artemitep? Sounds like a amalgamation of two gods. Imhotep. No wait, Imhotep. Whatever.
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger grumman who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh. From getting them out of the streets and away from drugs, they basically started to do drugs for performance. Nice.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
True.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Sounds like this whole building is just full of bad business decisions.
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, very bad business decisions.
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieux. Who would have guessed?
Wait, what's snuff milieux?
What's the snuff milieu?
Yeah, exactly.
Trust me, you don't want to know.
I do.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Is it the same as a snuff movie? It's the same about those windows. I'm not even going to ask about the milieu. I will ask about the milieu.
It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I should have known. Kind of had to guess, but yeah.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. What does she mean to get off on it?
You know. Yeah.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Okay.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts laying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Nice.
But what drugs exactly?
Yes. I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police support. Yeah.
Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
What?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Okay.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Okay. Sounds very realistic. And I'm not being sarcastic. That's really something that could happen in our world. Okay. So yeah, again, this company just failed due to something out of their hands then. So no curse at all. Or entity. I like insects. I mean...
Really? Anyway.
Huh.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
Okay. I wouldn't be so certain. But yeah. What's with the rotor blades and skis? That's the company who switched.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Okay.
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Yeah.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just the props. Why return them?
True, I guess. I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
Okay.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went
Well,
wrong?
I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Ah, grandeur.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Yeah, always shifting her blame to someone else.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Huh.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
Eh. I mean, if they tried harder, I suppose.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Yes, thanks.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Okay.
Indeed, what were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
That's not a lot. What? I mean, I don't know what the conversion rate is here, but...
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Fritta does the same thing.
Yep. 20 cents. Okay, so 20 cents is a really bad pay.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand.
Nice.
And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Oh no.
Eventually, Ravishell Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
It's the market doing its job.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Megatherian?
Sounds cool. Scary, but cool.
What's a vision
It's
beast?
an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Okay.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Oh. Yeah, of course.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Damn it, electrochemistry. I don't do
Very
drugs.
good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Okay. And suddenly my son is crying out.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Nice.
Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Yeah, it seems like it. You know about everything. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
Okay.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Okay.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Ooh, what's behind the blue door? Maybe the real entity's there.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Lol.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
He got tilted. A strange thing happened when I tried. Yeah, slipstream.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
Right.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Be right back. Okay, back. Yeah. Here. My son has this thing at the moment, is this phase where he cannot be alone. So whenever my wife or I are going to like just to the toilet for a few seconds, he starts to cry. So yeah, that was the issue. But crisis is averted. Let's go and continue our conversation here.
Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Wow. Electricity 100 years ago?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Ooh.
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or
may have been some sort of rare electrical anomaly.
A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
I have a few more questions about it also.
Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure,
Okay.
I'm listening.
I had other questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Okay, that's it. Maybe I can try. I don't know.
you feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Why would I take off my clothes? What the fuck?
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief, the tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
I'm listening.
Okay, no.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Oh, hey Dukes. Whoa. Oh wow. Yes, I'm still alive. And you are too. Whoa, you are too. I was gone for like 3 weeks. I was on holiday, so for 2 weeks on holiday, and then 1 week I was just too tired to stream. But yeah, I'm back now. And why wouldn't I? I mean, that's a good question. Maybe I don't want to shock the woman who is making dice.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
Anyway, how's it been going with you, Dukes? How's life? I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse, a workhorse, for hard work. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum.
Oh, my shirt? Yeah, it's House Stark from Game of Thrones, indeed. It's an old shirt. I bought this when Game of Thrones was still relevant and good.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I ride. I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas.
What? What's a Franco what? And the Solas, okay. Oh. Yeah, I watched Game of Thrones like every time a new episode came out. But yeah, I think we can all agree that the last two, or at least the last season, was pretty on the weaker side. I don't know what you feel about those seasons, but yeah, that's just my opinion.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
Damn, this guy rhymes like it's as easy as breathing or something. some gills.